Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Gelderland. And it appears to have worked. Those are 2,000 litres each. And I definitely made the later ones much bigger than that. And this one right here is 5,000 litres. I'm pretty certain I made the later pallets an awful lot bigger than that. Like 25,000 litres each. The pancakes over there, they've done the same. They should be around about 1,000 litres, I think. Let me just have a look. They are 1,000 litre pallets, and I think the later ones are way, way bigger than that. If this has worked, if the later pallets do also come through for me and are much bigger than the ones that I've got here, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. I am going to absolutely love it. Right, that's all of that lot gone, and go and put a few in here as well. That's everything now sold, not sold, that's everything now topped up with eggs. I can't put any more eggs in any more factories. That's everything that we need. So the rest of these eggs, the remaining 1.71 million litres of eggs, we're going to go and sell. What is the price for eggs right now? Let's go and take a look. We've got the... I don't actually have it. There's a mod that gives us the best prices. I've obviously added that one in after this series started and forgot to actually activate it on this one. I see if I can remember to do that. Wait a minute. Let me find a post-it note, one of many millions, and I will make a note. I have made a note on a post-it note. Probably going to completely lose the post-it note and then forget what was written on it anyway, but it's the thought that counts. So we're going to bring this on round here, and let's see if we can actually sell these pallets of eggs. So what I'm going to do is just bring it to that point. What I like to do is take all the straps off because they just unload a little bit easier. I tell you this every single time. So you've probably figured that one out by now. And then we go over this slowly. I have the pallets now unloading an awful lot faster than they used to, which definitely improves things. And move through here to everything. Haha! 1.8 million euros. I was looking in here to see what the actual egg prices were. Eggs, right there. They go up to 1,400 euros, and we're about 1,000. Oh, we're 1,100 euros. Oh no. Sell everything farm. Yeah, just under 1,100 euros. Anyway, we've now got 1.8 million euros. That's still not enough to go and buy the raisin factory that we're going to need. That one's 2 million euros. More land is something that I wanted to get. I did want to get some more honey on here than just the bit that I've got there, but I don't think I'm going to. Not this time. You know what? It doesn't actually matter. We'll leave that until we've got more. I want more honey there. I'm going to go and get all of the other pallets of stuff that we've got scattered around. We'll gather all of these up and we'll do something with them. So we've got a couple here that have just been left lying around from when we had the greenhouses over this way. So there's 1 lettuce and 2 strawberry. And then I go over this way. I think we've got a pallet of lettuce over here. There is a pallet of bread. There's not a lot else. There's not a lot else anywhere, but I mean, most of the rest is... Well, actually, there is the mayonnaise. We have got a phenomenal amount of mayonnaise to come out. So there's another pallet. And the potato factory is definitely going to produce us with quite a bit. I don't know how much. The bigger version of the potato factory, that is quite... There is quite a lot of stuff there. So now what you've got to do is you just got to wait here for a few seconds for the rest of the items that we've made. They've got to start spawning out. I think the bread in that one... Let's have a look. Right, they're loading out at the moment. Bread. Have we got bread? We don't have any bread. I'll have to move the other stuff over. I have made a terrible mistake here. The vegetable fat... I've actually got that on spawn, and it shouldn't be. So's premium potatoes. Right, so we've got a couple of mistakes that we've made here. So I want to change output mode to distributing. Premium potatoes, that's got to be distributing. Starch, I do have that on spawn because otherwise we get flooded with it and it jams everything else up. The rest of them can all be on spawn, but those two that was definitely a mistake. So what I'm going to need to do now is actually drive this back, ignoring the screaming protests from my trailer right there, and deposit all of the starch and the premium potatoes back into the factory. If it will let me. Not the... Yeah, the starch, I can have that come back through again. But... yeah, I've got I got like 4 litres of vegetable fat left on there. That's fine. Starch, I'm not sure if the premium potatoes actually went through and did anything. The starch should have. Right, that now should be a bit different. So let's just have a quick look in here. Vegetable fat is now filled back up again. We've got the potatoes. The premium potatoes have got about 1,000 litres in there. So there's only one lot of those that had spawned out anyway. And they're now set to distributing, so they will just stay in there, which is... that's absolutely perfect. The starch, that will spawn out, and we'll be able to load it up. So what I want to do now is I want to go to here. Just inch forward a little bit there, and then sit here and wait just a moment for more. So the starch is now popping out, and then we've got the rest of whatever products we've got in here. I'm just going to move forward a little bit, because I want to be able to activate... oh, that one's now full. So we want to activate the trailer, pull forward a little bit, and get some more out of that one. Alright, we didn't get very much out of there. There's only a couple more pallets that popped out for that one, and that's it. I'm just going to turn off the trailer a second. The bread pallet is 5,000 litres. That's actually all we want for the factory, so that's going to come back round here, and we will gather that up at a later date. So that's all going to go in there. Bread is now full. Excellent. And then if I go over here... so this one, it should be fairly easy to gather everything up from here. We have a single pallet of cake coming through. So back you up a little bit. And then I go in around like this, and I get the cake. And we can find out if the cake is a lie. I have heard that the cake is a lie. You've got to be very careful with cake. And I also should be a little bit more careful how I drive around here. But I'm sure we will be absolutely fine. So we want to go up there. And I want to go to there. And this is going to be slightly more tricky. Well, partly because I got that one in the way. I guess I need to drive around here a slightly different way. Not quite sure. But I can take the pancakes out of there, and then we can go up here, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take enough mayonnaise to load this one up completely. And also the one thing of ketchup. Oh, that's everything. Oh, wait, no, that one's not full. That's definitely not full, that one. So I'm just going to nudge him back this way a little tiny bit, and then I'm going to unload him there. And load him up again. Because what he's done is he's sort of gone for... when we unloaded it, it mistakenly thought that there was still some stuff left on there. Right, now that's everything. Now, what do we got? We got 5,000 glazed donuts, 2,000 cake, 5,000 ketchup, 4,000 pancakes, 4,000 egg pizza, 140,000 litres of mayonnaise, which is fantastic, 4 litres of vegetable fat, 5,000 lettuce, 10,000 potato gratin, 7,000 French fries, 9,000 fried potatoes, 13,000, actually it's 12,009 starch, 10,000 mashed potatoes, 5,000 strawberries, and 3,000 paprika chips. I've got all of that honey over there. I'm leaving the honey until at least another month has gone by, maybe a bit longer, because I want to... it's not because I'm trying to make a boatload of money out of the honey. the honey money. I want to see how much I can get there. I want to fill that entire thing up with honey, because I think it's just going to be really, really cool if we can. Honey is needed in this one, the cat chocolate muesli, and I think the standard cereal also needs honey, but that's it. The cake doesn't require any. That just takes sugar. Let's undo the straps on the back one and undo the straps on the front one. So I won't be selling anything else after this. We'll sell this lot here. Those lettuces are going to take a while to actually sell, apparently. And also the strawberries, which is a bit of a jolly nuisance as far as I'm concerned. So we'll do that. I might need to try and change that, because I don't like when they take that long to sell. Now that's interesting. The vegetable fat is just not selling. It would appear that vegetable fat cannot be sold. That's a bit of a jolly nuisance, that is. I don't want to not be able to sell vegetable fat. That is really a jolly nuisance. There, that's all of that lot sold. That's 147,000. A lorry load of eggs gets us nearly 2 million euros, and then the rest of the stuff, to be honest, it just doesn't seem worth it. Vegetable fat is not accepted here. I got a feeling that vegetable fat just cannot be sold. Why am I shunting sideways? I'm trying to... Oh, I can't... it's because I can't go fast while I'm carrying a pallet. I'm going to have to walk this slowly and steadily all the way back over to the potato factory. All the way back to no spare capacity. Right, well, we'll just drop that one there, and eventually it will hopefully just be used up. It'll be absolutely fine. Please tell me... For a minute, I thought I was going to have that no spare capacity just staying there as a permanent sign from this point on, but no, apparently we're not. That's fine. Okay, we've got 4 pallets of that left. I think there's anything else that I need to do. I have to do some planting. I want to get some canola planted. I'm thinking that we will do canola in that field and also these two when we've harvested them. So maybe we should do the harvesting first. I'm not going to need to worry about buying extra land just yet, although it is on the to-do list. I kind of want to save the money a little bit. And we've also got grapes ready to harvest down there. Let's just have a look at the harvesting window for grapes. We've got... Right, grapes we're able to harvest now, and then olives... No. Oh, okay, grapes were able to be harvested last month, and then they're now ready now. So I think what we're going to need to do, I think I did the green one as, this green one here is, yeah, that's the green one for the olives, and the red one for the grapes. I'm going to take this one and drive it down, and we're going to do the grapes, because I got a feeling I'm going to forget about them if I don't do them now while I'm actually thinking about them. So we'll get this one over to the grapes. We will do that little bit of harvest. And I've only just achieved 2 million euros. Now, I could go and sell all of the honey. That would easily take us over the 2 million euros that we've got. And I'm pretty sure it's 2 million for a raisin factory. Here is the grapes. Now, I'm not sure. We had fertilized yield bonus plus 83%. So... See, yield bonus is saying close to 100% in some places on this, and 76% in some places. I'm really not sure whether we got the yield bonuses correct on this or not. But what we will do is we will change the mulcher and the plow thing, and we'll have them much wider so that they actually cover everything. I think it's just going to be easier that way. And the raisin factory that we want... The grape factory is 2 million. And the reason that one is 2 million is because I set it like that so that we would only have a small amount of grapes that we would need to harvest. And then every grape we put in, we get 10 times coming back from it. So every time I stick 1 grape in there, I get 10 raisins out of it, which obviously is not a real thing. But I wanted to actually have to pay for that extra, so that's what I've done. However, because I've now got an alternative source of grapes, which I will probably start using after this year, I might just change things around. Now, I quite like the idea of keeping the grapes that we've got here and continuing to farm the grapes. So what I might end up doing is we will do these. We will keep working on these and harvesting them every year and doing all the little bits to them. And then... but we'll also have some of the grape patches that we can get in, like the green. They work a bit like a greenhouse. And that way I've got the best of both worlds. It would help if I wasn't hopelessly stuck. Yeah, the only problem with the grape harvester is it's really difficult to actually get properly lined up and working. But once you do get it working, it's actually pretty cool. So if I get, well, I would say if, when I get the changes that I want, well, not the changes, when I get the other grape things, like the kind of greenhouse type ones, I will change the grape factory round so that it's no longer giving us 10 times the amount back. It will just be a straight 1-for-1. There won't be anything extra on it. The only thing that it will do is, like all of the others, I will make 3 different versions. One version will be just the standard speed, and then the others will be sped up. So we are able to have 10 times, well, possibly 12 times the throughput capacity. It will go 12 times 10 to 12 times faster, and 10 to 12 times the capacities of everything. So everything is just going to be increased. Now, we're only going to need raisins for a few items. I think it's just the cereal. So maybe if we have some excess, we can sell it, or I might find another mod. There is a cookie mod. At the moment, I've gotten rid of it, and I've removed quite a lot of different mods from the mod folder for factories, purely because if you have too many different products, the game starts removing some of them, and we did experience that early on in this series. For some strange reason, this game, well, it's not a strange reason, it's just the way the game is coded, there is only a set number of products that you can have in the game. And unfortunately, because we've got the Platinum expansion, that added in a huge number of extra products as well, so it's further limited the number that you can have with a mod. And I'm not all that keen on that. I'm not, to be honest, I'm not all that thrilled about the number that we get from any mod. Like, it doesn't seem like we get enough. I think it would be an awful lot better if we were able to have, like, double that. So I'm really hoping that when the next Farming Simulator game comes out, that we get a bit more. So we had FS22, we're on. This version of the game took 3 years to come out. So, in theory, there should be an FS25. That's kind of what I'm working on. Now, FS22 actually came out at the end of 2021. So, we would be looking at around the same. So, 2024, it's 2023 at the moment. They didn't announce anything this year at the FarmCon, and I was kind of expecting an announcement for something new. What they have done is they announced a new expansion on this game. We've got well, we had the Platinum Edition. I think it's the Premium Edition is coming out next. And that's giving us an extra map, and it's also giving us root crops. I really like the look of it. I know some people have said they don't like the look of root crops. Root crops is not something that they want to do. It's not something that interests them. That's fine. That's fair enough. It does interest me. We've got... I don't know what they called it. Beet of some sort. It's beetroot. Anyway, red beet, I think. But here in the UK, we call that beetroot. So we've got beetroot that we're going to be able to grow. We've got... what was the other ones? It was beetroot. Just turning this machine off now. Beetroot, carrots, and parsnips. 3 new root crops with specific harvesters for harvesting them, and all sorts of stuff to go with them. And I think it looks really good. And there's a whole new map and everything to go with it as well. No idea about the map. I don't know what it's going to be like. We know from past experience that the standard maps are not necessarily that great. Some of them are really good. Some of them I've really liked. Bjornholm, I loved that map. I thought that was brilliant. I spent hours and hours playing on Bjornholm. Goldcrest Valley was all right. Kind of liked it. Hagenstadt, that was like way years ago. Was that 15? No, that was FS13. That was. Bjornholm was 15. I loved the Hagenstadt map. What did we have in 19? We had that American map that everybody hated. I don't know about everybody, but a lot of people hated anyway. Yeah, I didn't think much of that one either. I did do a little bit of a series on it, but to be honest, I wasn't that thrilled with that one. And honestly, can't remember what else we had. Oh, there was the Felsbrunn, that was the other one, wasn't it? The one set in Germany or Austria or somewhere that had a big mountain in the middle. Again, that one, it looked nice to start with, but I kind of didn't... I didn't particularly like the feel of it. Then later on we had the Alpine map, and I did actually quite like the Alpine map. One of my favourite base game maps that's ever been produced was the Estancia Lapacho map. I actually really like that one. I still like that map. I've spent a lot of time playing on it. I did a whole time-lapse series, like the longest time-lapse series I've ever done on that map. So I have spent quite a bit of time on the Estancia Lapacho map. I've really got my money's worth out of that one. I liked that map. I thought that one was good. Then we've got this one. We got the French map here, the Haut-Baileron, and we've also got the, whatever the other one was. I can't even remember what it was called. And then we had the premium one, which was the Forest one, the Platinum Edition, the Forest one. I've not played that map. I had a look around it. I thought it was all right, but it wasn't really what I wanted to do. So anyway, that's what we've had. Now, I've gone and done that bit of harvesting. The olives are... That's the grapes. Oh, I was looking at here. Sorghum right there. I could have done the grapes next month, but it's nice to have a bit of grape harvesting now. Break it up a little bit. So I need 2 million euros to be able to put in the big raisin factory. To be honest, I'm kind of thinking that I don't want to put in the big raisin factory. I'm kind of thinking that I just want to hold on. I wonder if that vegetable fat is ever actually going to be able to be used. Probably not. It's probably just going to say out of space, and it's going to do the internal production instead. What can I do with that then? Okay, I know what I'm going to do, because there's no selling point available for that one anywhere on the map. What I need to do then is I need to go down here to vegetable fat, where it's there. It's saying it's running, but it's also clipping out of space every so often. I'm just going to deactivate that for a minute. And that should then... I mean, I've got it on half-time speed, so we'll just deactivate that until that one disappears, and then we can reactivate again later. I need to decide whether or not I want to actually have this going with the 4 times speed and everything, with the 10 times factory that I've got for the 2 million, or if I want to invest in a few grape plantations here, as well as the little bit that we got down the other side. I'm kind of thinking that we'll do it this way. We'll put this, and then I'll have a standard grape factory, just the cat version. Alright, if I'm going to do the cat version, rather than the one that I've got at the moment, I think what we will do... I need to decide which is which. I'll leave the grapes in that thing for a minute. Right, that's the other one, so I want this one here, the potato one, and I need to go off, and we got a potato harvest that we want to do next. That's the next thing that we're going to do. And yes, I do have some planting that I want to do, but I kind of figured that actually if I do all the planting, all of the harvesting first, we can then do the planting afterwards. That might be the better way to do it. So we'll bring you on around this way. Totally not sliding out round the corners like a lunatic. I would never dream of doing such a thing. And we'll bring you up to there. Right, now we can... I love The speed adjustments was absolutely the best thing that I ever did for any of these machines. It's really weird when the ladder is slow compared to everything else. I don't know why. That must be a separate animation that I've missed somewhere in the XML. It's the clonking and the speed, like it all joins together. I think it's absolutely glorious. I am definitely that's going on more things. We are definitely making that change to more things. Right, let's unfold that one. Oh, it's fantastic. It really is. And we will bring you over here. Right, so we've got a couple of potatoes that we want to harvest now. So let's lower that one down and start it up. And yes, it does reach out just a tiny little bit. Maybe we have gone into the next field. We don't need to worry about this one accidentally getting the wrong crop, though, because this one only has one crop that it's able to pick up. It only holds 353,000 litres of potatoes, so we do need to empty this one out fairly frequently. Not emptying it out could end up causing us problems. I mean, he seems alright at the moment. We'll carry on round this way. And I need to go and get a lorry up here so that we can use it to empty this bad boy out. But I'm thinking that I might just first drive over to the factories with this one and just use this one to load them all up. So we got the potato factory, obviously, is going to take a couple of potatoes. And then there's the pizza place, also needs potatoes because potato pizza. Why not? Whoever thought that that was a terrible idea, a good idea? I question the sanity of a person who thinks that potato pizza is the way forward. Now, it's not on me to bash a person that loves potato pizza. But I'm totally and 100% bashing you for liking potato pizza because it's just weird. Vegetable fat, that's now gone in properly, so then I can change this over. We want the sunflower oil being turned into that. We can go into here. And yes, I did just call someone weird for liking potato pizza. I judged. I absolutely judged. I did. I freely admit to it. It's something that I will judge on. And the reason that I'm judging on the potato pizza is because I love potato. Right? I eat a lot of potatoes. I really do. I consume very large amounts of potatoes. I have potatoes all the time. But potato on a pizza? What's the matter with you? Okay, we've run out of tomatoes. Oh, and I have no olive oil, but I've at least filled up the potatoes. It's olive oil that we're going to need. We can't get that until next month. There's no more potato-based products needed down here. Did I build a exit road on this one? I didn't, did I? I was going to put an exit road out here somewhere. Now I got to try and get through here. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.